Notre Dame fans, thank you for joining me back on the channel. My name is Brad Hughesby, and I'm presenting to you 10 underranked Notre Dame recruiting targets. I'm going both 2022 and 2023 class. I'll start with the 2023s. There are four of them. Rico Flores, this dude is from California. Speedy wide receiver, big body as well. Has won a few MVPs at some of these camps around on the West Coast. Really talented guy. I like how he plays. Hopefully Notre Dame can get him on campus sometime this summer or fall. We'll see what happens in that recruitment. Super early for pretty much all these guys. Keon Keeley, defensive end from Tampa in, of course, Florida. Keon Keeley is really talented. As a Florida UNC Notre Dame offer, I think Notre Dame leads at this point. Picks have been made across the board, and I'm just really high on him. High academic kid, high motor, has some cool basketball highlights too. If you look him up on YouTube, you'll find those. Shout out Keon Keeley. Chandavion Bailey, I believe, is ranked in the top 100 on 247 specific rankings, so I guess he's not technically underranked. That's pretty high, but he deserves that. Also was a former basketball player. Look him up on YouTube. Really, really like how he plays. He's 6'5", 210 pounds. I'm expecting him to put on some more weight. But 6'5" as a sophomore is really damn impressive, and I'm a big fan of Chandavion Bailey. And then my last 2023 guy, Jack Luttrell from Georgia. Mike Singer from Blue and Gold Illustrated. Shout out to you, Mike Singer. He was in Georgia at Jack Luttrell's spring game, and he was looking promising, was catching the ball, was running out of the backfield, playing some defense. Looks like a safety at the next level, but we'll see. Has a few early offers from the likes of Arkansas, Georgia State, Tennessee, Notre Dame. But his recruitment will definitely pick up. He'll be camping in the South, and he will be to Notre Dame in the summer as well. Shout out to Mike Singer for all that information. Check out Blue and Gold's YouTube channel and blueandgold.com. Next guy, Jake Pope. Jake Pope is one of my favorite recruits in the 2022 class. Safety from Georgia, Buford High School, talented high school. Hard-hitting, fast, lengthy guy. Has offers from pretty much all the big-time schools. Has a top 8 of just some straight Tier 1, Tier 2 college football programs. Trying to think. I think he's taken an official visit to Ohio State, Alabama, UNC, and Notre Dame. His father played for Clemson, so if Clemson offers, you have to think they get involved and they become a favorite early. But hey, Notre Dame's been on him for a while. Nick Lazinski, Chris O'Leary, Marcus Freeman are really, really high on him, and I like Jake Pope. Not going to say he ends up in Notre Dame. His recruitment will come down to official visits. I think he could maybe announce possibly in the winter or the late fall, though, so Notre Dame has a shot. There, of course, Jaden Bellamy, another guy to know. Steve Angeli's teammate at Bergen Catholic High School in New Jersey. Bellamy is really, really high on Penn State, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Rutgers is hanging around as well. But look for official visits to Penn State, Ohio State, and Notre Dame, and we'll see what happens from there. Ohio State, of course, has a ton of DBs already committed. Jair Brown, Notre Dame fans will know him. He's a corner commit. He's not on this list, but I had to mention him. He is one of the corners committed in a pretty stacked full corner room. Jaheim Singletary is another guy there. I'm trying to think of the others off the top of my head, but Ohio State might just run out of room. Penn State, you have to think might be the favorite then, closer to home. Penn State, of course, a rich football tradition, pretty good academics as well. Not Notre Dame's tier though. But we'll see. Penn State and Notre Dame, though, is probably the top 2 right now. And Rutgers, of course, will hang around as his dad did play at Rutgers and then the local New Jersey school. He's a top target for them. Joseph Griffin, wide receiver, currently committed to Boston College. I could see that changing, though. Irish Sports Daily is a picking for him to end up at Notre Dame. I'm not that confident yet, but 6'4", 200-plus pounds. This kid is a nut. Was at the Rivals camp up in New Jersey this past weekend, and he looked fabulous. He was burning. He was getting up for some catches. Joseph Griffin was really impressive. He's not a top target, though, right now. Of course, Tobias Merriweather and CJ Williams are the top 2 targets, which I agree with, but Joseph Griffin is a fabulous plan B or plan C option. I think he's probably a plan B guy. Xavion Bradshaw, you're watching his film right now. If you're wondering whose film is on, is Javion Bradshaw. Dad is Ahmad Bradshaw, who played for a few NFL teams, but His son Xavion is talented, has, I believe, 16 Division I offers. Not a ton of Power Fives. I'm definitely expecting him to get more over the summer and whatnot, but Xavion Bradshaw is talented nevertheless. No official visit set up. Look for that to change if Notre Dame misses on Williams or Meriwether, or cools on some other guys. Look for them to maybe make a move on Xavion Bradshaw. Donovan Hinish, second to last guy I'll talk about. People always hate talk Donovan Hinish, but hey, some people in the Goog think he's better than Kurt Hinish. And Kurt Hinish has started for Notre Dame for multiple years now and will probably be a day 3 pick. That's impressive. That's good. Does it shrink the gap? I don't know. But Donovan Hinish, I love that. Pittsburgh tough. Is going to come in and work every single day. I'm a huge Donovan Hinish guy. I hope he ends up in this class wholeheartedly. Sure, I hope they get Anthony Lucas and Cyrus Moss as well, but Hinish is super talented as well. A 3-star rating for him is just not something I agree with. All these guys, by the way, are 3 stars or unranked. And then last guy, Devin Moore. Really lengthy, talented safety, fast. Lives down in Naples, Florida, right near Miami. Alabama and Florida are 2 others to know, 2 big-time schools Notre Dame's going to battle with. He will take an official visit in June, and I wouldn't be shocked if he pops shortly after that official visit to Notre Dame in June. That's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Comment. I will respond to any single Notre Dame recruiting comment, and I just appreciate the support. Thank you for 200 subscribers. We just hit that, and that is the